Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So no return here. He takes Indy in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Hands off to the left. Runs right over the defender. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. It's a run to the left. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
They'll hand it off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's third down for the offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Balkasoon. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Receivers are bunched together. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Heading left after the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. A handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Can he get there on the ground? And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Smith. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. He's going to hand this off. It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Ball handed off. No shot to bring him down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on them. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another 1st down. And here's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Eludes the rush. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. And look at that uniform. You think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. First down, looking to throw the ball. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Alabama now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Caught near the goal line. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bama. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll hand it off. Powers through. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's contact on the throw. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down, though.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions.
Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Trying to find some room. It's Smith. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
The back's got it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Gets rid of it on the move. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. With the return, it's Stevens. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle, finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Moving out of the pocket now. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here comes a handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking for a gap. It's Smith. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Now test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down. With the catch, it's Paul. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Press coverage now from these DBs. Here's the option play. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
second down after that run on the previous play. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense just 1 for 3 on fourth down tries today. Here comes a fourth attempt. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He's escaping the pocket now. Catch made on the right side. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield for 41.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Back in motion now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. And that completion puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long. I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Play action here on first down. He lets it go on the move. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made on the return. What the takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He's back to throw again on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Tackled right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
On first and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. That sack sets up a second down and long. And he'll set up to throw. Looking right. This one caught.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
He'll toss it to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
On third down, he drops to throw. Contact as he threw it. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 32.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Again, makes it second and medium. They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He skates, decides not to throw it, and will take an enormous loss on this set.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. When he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Fires it on the move. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now it's second down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Using his legs on the scramble. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this one is caught. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big time.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
There's the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.